Hurricane Imelda will be a serious problem. Big storms change the weather this week. Welcome to the weather forecast on VTB Tien 8 channel. Dear friends, we will be looking at the forecast across North America, especially the United States, and giving you a look at what to expect in the first half of October. We have two tropical systems that will have a significant impact on the United States and surrounding areas of the Caribbean. And I have an update for you on our very interesting tropical system south and east of Florida. We are still tracking the massive Hurricane Humberto out in the Atlantic. Now, let's look at the continental United States and North America. And when you look out over the east coast or the desert southwest, it's going to be sunny skies with blue skies, bright sunshine. Especially in the central United States, from the Midwest all the way down to the Mississippi River Valley, and high pressure is building across the northern parts of the United States. We have lower pressure here, which is bringing cloud cover and rain to the desert southwest. We have another low here, stretching across the southeast, and then another low. Moving into central Canada, that's going to bring us a little bit cooler and some rain there as well. Temperatures are expected to be in the upper 80s for the Illinois Valley, all the way down to central Texas. Even some scattered low 90s in Oklahoma and Texas today. We're going to have a lot of temperatures in the 40s and 50s there. The mornings will be cooler in the upper Midwest. Temperatures will be a little milder in the south, where temperatures will range from the 50s to the 60s. And then temperatures will start in the 40s. Ending in the 70s in Minnesota, northern Iowa, Wisconsin, and northern Michigan. Temperatures will also be cooler in the northeast. Then temperatures will rise into the mid to upper 80s to near 90s across the south-central U.S. as a whole, with some warmer than 90s even extending into South Dakota. We also have a trough of low pressure in the desert southwest that could spread moisture across the Four Corners region. Heading into the new week, Tuesday, September 30th through Friday, October 3rd. Temperatures will be warmer than normal across the northern U.S., from the northern plains to the upper Midwest and southern Canada. And we're going to see a drier weather pattern continue and prevail across the central and eastern United States, outside of the tropical influence of the Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida. But a large trough of low pressure will be pushing into the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Portland, Eugene, Medford, Boise, and all the way to Reno. We could see higher than normal rainfall over the next week. We're going to get another wet spell on Wednesday and Thursday. So, we're going to see showers daily across the Pacific Northwest from Friday, October 3rd through next week. Now, if we look even further out into the second week of October, which is Monday, October 6th, which is next Monday through Friday, October 10th, we could see warmer than normal weather across the United States and southern Canada, especially in the central United States. A cold front is expected to come in the second week of October, and that could bring the potential for some severe weather to the plains and even some of the Midwest. And that could lead to some heavy rainfall in the east over time. So the rainfall totals here are very high across the central states and some of the Rockies. With the exception of some places in the southeast, we're actually seeing below average rainfall in the deep south, the Ohio Valley, the mid-Atlantic, and the northeast here. After October 3rd and October 4th, there are a couple of factors that will come into play, including a tropical system here that could bring rain to the deep south and a more pronounced trough of low pressure that will try to cross the Rockies and bring us some storms and rain. And that will also be accompanied by some very dry conditions. I don't think we're going to see much rain in New York all the way into New England. We're not going to see much rain in Texas and parts of New Mexico, which is actually going to be a nice little respite. Some places that need rain will get it, including the Carolinas south of Georgia, and we're going to see some increased rainfall in the northern plains, toward the Rockies, back toward the Pacific Northwest. Let's talk about Humberto. This is a big storm. There's a lot of convection around it as well as near the eye wall. A very strong Category 4 hurricane. And then there's a Category 9 tropical depression, which is likely to become Alda in the next couple of days. This is a system that's looking to impact the United States more directly than Humberto. So looking at the Atlantic, there's Humberto just north of the Leeward Islands. This is a Category 4 hurricane. It's moving west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds are 145 miles per hour, and it's likely to remain a major hurricane until midweek around Tuesday evening before continuing to intensify into a hurricane in the North Atlantic as it moves further off the coast of North America. This is a Category 9 tropical depression. It's likely to become a hurricane here today. There are tropical storm warnings for all of the Bahamas and a tropical storm warning for the east coast of Florida. And this has the potential to become a hurricane as it makes a sharp right turn from the Georgia and South Carolina coast and moves east as we get into the middle and second half of the week. And as we get into tomorrow, we'll see it intensify into a tropical storm, affecting most of the Bahamas. And then as we get into Tuesday, it'll be approaching the southeast coast of the United States, the east coast of Florida, where there are tropical storm warnings, the Georgia and Corollas coast, Charleston, all the way to Myrtle Beach and Wilmington. Keep a close eye on the flood threat because this storm has a lot of tropical moisture and it's going to slow down as it turns right. So Savannah, Georgia or South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Charleston. Keep a close eye on the rainfall impacts because there's a lot of tropical moisture with this system just offshore. Rainfall amounts up to 30. Even on that coast, Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, down toward Charleston could see double-digit rainfall totals. And you could still see Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Wilmington up toward Cape Hatteras. There could be a corridor in the eastern Carolinas with 6 to 12 inches of rain, with 12 inches of rain from the coast, almost impossible to reach the Carolinas. But we'll be watching those trends closely because as it's near South Carolina, Georgia, that could push 12 inches of rain further inland into South Carolina and Georgia. And you could see more systems develop there, right near the coast of Mexico and could impact Mexico in some way as we move into the first week of October. Keep a close eye on that. But with that said, Alda is pulling away. And then as we move into late Wednesday, this is Bermuda. Alda is strengthening as it moves toward Bermuda. And then it's going to slowly move away as we go deeper into Thursday. Back in New England, this is Humberto. Probably south and east of the Atlantic Canada area. There's Alda, a storm that's strengthening and is trying to move into Bermuda late Wednesday, early Thursday morning. As we're closing out the week, this is what's left of Alda south and east of the Avalon Peninsula. But then you're going to see some rain build up in the Gulf. Know that in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, moving back into Georgia, Florida, I'll be watching this area here. Just a little showery. Now, south of this area, tracking us in the Caribbean, scattered areas of rain and storms. Scattered for many of us. It's going to be a little heavier. Panama, Costa Rica, parts of Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras and Nicaragua. To the west, there's a higher chance of rain as we move through today. Tomorrow, there's still some scattered storms. Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, tracking that. So even as Alda moves away from the Bahamas, the southeast coast of the United States, it's going to strengthen. Those waves, as of Thursday, are still impacting those corridors. Those Atlantic corridors as far south as the northeastern Caribbean. We're going to see things get a little bit bumpier again. Antigua, Barbuda and Guam with these waves building up. And then you're going to see that point in the Gulf that we're going to be tracking. You see the seas are also rising, there's rain. So Humberto is out there. Alda is out there. So, the heavy rain has highlighted that has kept us in the Bahamas. Oh wow, some of us could get another 150 millimeters or 6 inches of rain. Most of it won't be down the southeast coast. But here, although scattered rain, I mentioned the southern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Jamaica and a little bit in the Cayman Islands. Be careful of those scattered rain areas. So be aware of some stronger storms and the potential for flooding in some isolated areas. Puerto Rico around Horn, St. Kitts, Dominica, Martinique as we go into St. Lucia, Barbados as well. Street, Grenadines, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago. There could be scattered showers. Not as much as Guyana, Suriname, inland Venezuela and Colombia. Rain chances are higher, like western Honduras. El Salvador, Nicaragua, some spots over 150 millimeters or 6 inches. West of Mexico City, some scattered rain. Merida, back to Cancun where we could have some spots with 75 millimeters, most of Texas dry. Same as we move north across the Gulf. However, we'll be watching the rain accumulate in the Gulf throughout the week, so Jamaica has a chance of scattered showers and storms. Cayman Islands, mostly to the east but still a chance of showers. Trinidad and Tobago, showers likely today and tomorrow. Mostly dry in Barbados today. Light showers possible tomorrow. Grenada, St. Vincent, Grenadines, Martinique could have a few showers tomorrow. We'll move north, mostly dry in Dominica today. There's a chance of some scattered showers in Guadeloupe over the next couple of days. Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts and Montserrat, St. Martin, Sabin-Stacha and Willa and St. Bart could see scattered showers. Some scattered thunderstorms today and tomorrow in Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, the chances around the next 2 days, the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, the Bahamas, even the northern Bahamas, that's where the tropical storm is. But even in the south, watch for some rain bands that could bring some downpours. And that includes moving toward Turks and Caicos with the chance of some tropical downpours today and over the next 2 days across the Dominican Republic, even back into Haiti if there's rain. That's where we'll see the potential for flooding. Everyone in Bermuda is watching what is going on with Humberto, which will bring us some showers and gusty winds tomorrow. But especially late Wednesday into Thursday morning. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, family, and on social media. Comment in the comments below the video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel to follow. Thank you for watching the news on VTB Tien 8 channel.